Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 22 of Build the Battleship YAMATO. Okay, so as you can see, the YAMATO was on the table and all the port side has been completely planked now. I've still got some sections of the starboard side to do, but I tend to build one side to camera and build the other side for myself. So anyway, it's been quite a tricky build today, this section, and it's tricky build because it's difficult build. It's a tricky build because just of the sheer scale and size of this thing. I mean, I've extended my table and I'm still pretty much on its limits. And so when you're trying to turn this around, it's like you need probably a massive turning circle just to get this around. So yes, this is where the difficulty lies. And you can imagine when you're trying to plank a section, you've got to try and get the camera into this section, you've got to try and plank it as well. It's really difficult. So, but anyway, I think I did an okay job. So in any case, well, when the video starts, I'm just filling in the first 5 planks of this lower section, this keel section, and it just tapers into the stern and into the planks that we fitted last time. So that's how the video starts, and then I pretty much just carry on planking all from the stern to the midship, all the way into the bow. So anyway, I'll show you how I did that. So the first section of the build, we just had these last 2 bottom planks, and we added this little filler plank, and then obviously they tapered into the stern section that we fitted last week. So now we're following the build manual. They want us to take a plank from 5 over to 12 at this top section. And I'm going to start to move away slightly from the instructions because I followed it so far to kind of how they want you to do it, but I'm starting to think that it's starting to interfere with the way I prefer to build. As I'd normally build, obviously a complete layer of planks all the way from the bow all the way to the stern and then work up. But these kind of want you to keep building in like little 2 blocks planks and then move along. And I'm starting to find that obviously when I'm starting to attach these planks later on, the building this way is starting to leave a few gaps I'm not happy with. So I'm going to start off to finish this last part with the building, actually just building in a complete layer of planks. So first off, just going to lay a plank between bulkhead number 1 and bulkhead number 5. So now I'm just going to add a second plank between bulkhead number 5 and bulkhead number 9. Because we need to add some twist to this next plank along, I'm going to just fit this little stop, so it'll stop that moving while we get this one in position. Because we don't need to steam it, we can just, force the wood in itself. Okay, so I've just fitted that complete first layer of planking. So what I'm going to do now is going to add a second one, just slightly above that. Do it off camera because it's pretty much the same procedure, and then we'll come back. So where we have to fill in this section, which is quite flat, I've actually applied this with obviously a block of wood. It's pretty much just equivalent to like 3 planks or 4 planks together. And they're going to go right from bulkhead number 14, which is obviously level with a boat hanger door, and that's going to go to bulkhead number 9. So it can just be cut. Let's go out. So after I've cut this structure to length, this can now be glued and pinned. So after fitting the first section, we now need to add a second one. That's between bulkhead number 9 and bulkhead number 5. So the same again, just need to find bulkhead number 5 and mark its centre position. So now this second piece has been cut to length, we can fit it exactly the same as we did the first one. So I'll do that now and then we'll move on. So after gluing and pinning this second structure, we're now back onto the single planks, and now we've got to fill in this section with 3 planks going from bulkhead number 1 all the way up to this bulkhead number 5 where we just fitted this structure. So we're going to have 3 planks, and then as we go further up, then we step the planks back. Okay, so let's carry on working his way up, adding 3 more planks. So we just added 3 more planks, and this has brought us almost up to the decking level. So we just need to add 1 more full plank because we've got a thickness of it. Obviously we've got a deck to go on there, so we need obviously still getting these planks to be above this decking. So we just need to add 1 more full plank, and then we'll start to taper the planks back. So it's added this 4th plank. I've just held it with a little clip on the end because we don't have no bulkhead there. I'm just going to put in this piece of wood that's going to represent the deck, so then we can start to see where we obviously want this still to be coming about 4mm higher than the deck. So we'll make a mark. So pretty much taking it to bulkhead number 4 for the next plank. Okay, so just pin the first 2 sections, but as we can move in, obviously more towards midship, I don't have any more bulkheads, so I'm just going to use these little alligator clips just to hold the 2 planks in a nice position. Okay, so while the glue's drying on them planks was added towards the bow section, we can now fill in this midship section, and pretty much all we've got left is pretty much 4 planks left to fit. So with this section, we've got it kind of sits in this groove, and it kind of then rests above the structure we fitted earlier. I'm going to show you a picture on screen so you can kind of see this kind of how this line flows. So it kind of sits on, and then it just right towards where we meet into bulkhead number 5, and it just fits in. So this one can be glued and pinned. Not pin this yet, as we'll pin this when we have this next plank going towards the stern. So this next plank is pretty much going to obviously fit. What I've started to do, I've started to actually taper the planks and found that I'm getting a lot better joint than obviously butt joint. It's just going to fit nice in there and be cut off at bulkhead number 12. This can be glued and pinned. Okay, let me just clean up all the excess glue. Okay, so we've moved on just to finishing off this last quarter section. It's a case where we just need to just get a bit of a scrap piece. I'm just marking, transferring the lines over to where the taper starts. So I'm just going to draw out a little shape and then cut this out. So after cutting this section, I can now just test fit it. Yeah, and that fits okay. And I can glue it in place. Just putting plenty of glue between the two layers of planks, because this does not have any fastenings for this section. So now we just have to fill in this little section between the boat hanger and the stern block. So I'm just using some of the scraps of wood that we've cut off from previous stages. I'm just going to cut these to length. So I'll just pin the first section, and now we can just pin it into the stern block. Doesn't need one in the middle because a natural curve holding it tight. Okay, so I've just fitted the second plank needed just above the first one, exactly the same way, and that's pretty much all the planking, pretty much 99% complete. But in this issue we get this little block of wood. It's actually a 10 by 2, and this is just going to fill this section in. But first of all, we need to just make a little measurement. $40mm back from the end of the piece. And we're just going to leave a pencil mark, just 2mm high, and I'm just going to join up the two lines. Okay, so we need to get this plank nice and flush with the plank below, but because we don't have anything to nail it to, what I'm going to do is just going to take another clamp, and that'll be sufficient just to hold it in the correct position while the glue dries. So now we just have literally one more plank to fit, and this can be cut at bulkhead number 3. Okay, so for this last plank, we basically have no bulkheads to glue on, so it's pretty much just going to be resting glued on the plank below. So for this section, I'm just going to actually glue it in with some super glue. And I'm just going to follow the profile of the plank below. Okay, so this last plank added, that's the entire port side all planked. I'm just going to turn it on the inside so we can kind of show you what's going to happen with how we're going to taper this back. Okay, so I've just turned it around so you can kind of see it from the inside, and I'll just put this temporary plank on. It's just representing the thickness of the deck. So obviously this is why we've had to have these planks stepped, because as it's going up towards the bow, it's bringing the deck up. But obviously in a later stage, when we get the deck piece, then we'll obviously just draw this in, and we'll taper all this planking back, take it back off, so you can see. So yeah, so as we get a little bit closer in and get the deck sections, then this will all get tapered nice and flush. Well, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you liked the planking tutorial. If you did, don't forget to give me a like. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all next time.